So what does luxury living look like in the Indianapolis area? Well, today we're going to take a look at 4 homes that are priced at $700,000. $700,000 is considered a luxury lifestyle here in the Indianapolis area. Of course, we have homes that sell for over $1 million, but the $700,000 range is more than twice the median price of homes sold in Indianapolis last month. We are right around $300,000 for the median price point, so $700,000, well, that's considerably more than what the median price is going for. So I looked up homes for $700,000 specifically in the Indianapolis market, and as you can see on my map here, there are 4. There's one over here on the west side, there is one just north of downtown, there are 2 on the east to northeast side, and then there's one on the far north side up in Westfield. So 4 of them with Indianapolis addresses and 1 in Westfield. I'm only going to focus on 4 of these simply because there's one that's very similar to others, and we'll just move on from that. So we are going to start out on the far east side. I'm going to hit up this house right here. Royal Oakland Place. Now, as I zoom in on this particular house, notice that it is in the Lawrence, Fort Bend, Oaklandon area. Now, this is a nice part of the east to northeast side of town. The blue that you see up here at the top of the map, that's the Geist Reservoir, and there's already a home up there that's $700,000. This, you'd have several miles to go to get to the Geist Reservoir, but it is a popular place in the Indianapolis area for boating, for fishing, for especially hanging out and doing things in the summertime. Great place to go. So we're going to take a look at this home on Royal Oakland Place. Comes in at 4,350 square feet. It is 4 bedrooms with 4.5 baths, built in 2001, almost a quarter century old at this point. Of the 4,300 square feet, this right here tells you that the main and upper square footage is 3,300. The below grade area square foot, in other words, the basement, is 2,100 square feet. And of that 2,100 square feet, about 50% of it is considered finished. First thing that I notice looking at this house is the very inviting front porch. Now, of course, you have a lot of bushes that you may want to cut back so you can see more of the front porch, but maybe not. Maybe you like the secludedness of that. Great place to sit, hang out, wave at your neighbors, have conversation, invite people up for some iced tea in the summertime, right? This doesn't come with it, but they do have a porch swing and of course a couch here to sit and look out over the front lawn. Great spot to just hang out and chill out in the spring, summer, or fall time. Love the hardwood floors that are throughout the main level of the house, especially as you walk in here. Immediately on your left, you have this office space. Probably not a closet in there, so dedicated office space. The grand staircase going upstairs, which is quite cool. I'm sure there's lots of family pictures taken here, prom photos, things like that. And then there's this gourmet kitchen. We have gourmet stainless steel appliances in this kitchen with a gas stove that has 6 burners and a griddle. And this thing comes with a double oven, which I know a lot of people love. People often think to Thanksgiving when they hear double oven. Love the black countertops with the white cabinets, nice contrast, looks very classy, sleek, and clean. One of my favorite features of this kitchen happens to be the fireplace, because it's a double-sided fireplace. So you get the fire here in the kitchen as well as in the living room on the other side. Nice small little island, which does not appear to be fastened to the floor, so you can probably slide that around if you need some extra space. Cool, very large built-in refrigerator to the cabinets, a wine fridge, microwave is way over here. Again, gourmet kitchen. The size of this dining area is immense. You've got 12 seats at this table, plenty of natural light. That is one of the things that stands out to me about this house in many of the rooms. Natural light from the windows, and you throw in the skylights. Very, very cool dining area. Feeds over into the living room, which is the other side of that fireplace. And then there's the massive walls with the very high ceiling. And again, very large windows bringing in so much natural light. And then over here you have what appears to be maybe your traditional living room, a little bit small, but it's pretty much just a TV room. And then this is the hangout room, and there's no wall separating, so you could have conversation going back and forth in those places. Now we're heading to the primary bedroom. Huge king size bed, plenty of space for a chair if you wanted to throw a love seat or a chaise lounge in here. Large windows overlooking the front yard, and then I really like this cool architectural window up here. Looks neat, adds in a little bit of extra light over the bed, but still have your privacy. Here we are in the main bathroom. Double sink, very nice white cabinets, very classy, clean look. You have the shower back here with the glass block walls. I'm gonna be honest, this is a personal preference. I don't care for these showers, having nothing to do with its appearance. I like a shower with a door, simply because I find that a door makes the shower seem warmer. And so with this, you don't have any way to close off from the outside. Now I do appreciate the fact that the opening is tucked back here in the corner so that you're not going to splash out onto the floor and make it slippery for whomever's out here, which is certainly helpful. Huge garden tub here, plenty of storage in the attic. Heck, you could even finish this off and turn it into another room if you wanted to. Now we are down into the basement. Like the built-in bookshelves over there, there's plenty of space down here for it being another living space. You could add a gym down here. You could have parties, gatherings, couch, TVs. Really, your options down here are pretty unlimited. There's a full guest bath down here, which is great for guests so they have their own private space, their own private restroom. They're not bothering anyone else in the house. And there's still space down here for storage with plenty of shelves left behind by the previous owners. And then we head out into the backyard, lots of trees, and the old Oakland golf course. This is a private golf course that comes right up to your backyard. And I suppose if you're a golf lover, this is easy access to the golf course, but definitely peaceful back here where you have just golfers. All right, once again, $700,000, 4,300 square feet. This particular house sits on 0.38 acres, so a little bit larger than a third of an acre. The semi-tax on this house comes in at $5,000, which means $10,000 for the year on your property taxes. There isn't an HOA, which I know a lot of people do like that. All right, so let's take a look at another property. Up here north of Indianapolis into Westfield. Now I will say Westfield is definitely a nicer city when it comes to real estate. You tend to have higher property taxes. You tend to have a finer lifestyle up there, up in the Westfield and Carmel area. And so the $700,000 price tag for this is more probably based on location than anything else. We're looking at a 2,600 square foot house that was built in 2022, so only 3 years old. It is 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Taking a look at that 2,600 square feet, the main and upper is the 2,600 square feet. There is 1,700 square feet below ground. It says 0% finished underneath, so we'll take a look at the pictures on that. But all in all, you're looking at about 4,300 square feet with the basement included, but that's not finished, so it doesn't really count. What you're going to see from photos here is that this is in a neighborhood that is still under construction. So very nice, obviously modern looking house. I like the exposed pillars here that they didn't paint or put any fake stuff over. It's just, you know, the raw wood, which I think looks very cool, very classy. Stepping inside, everything is still new. And that's actually a nice thing here is you're having a 3-year-old house that still looks like it's brand new. And this one is vacant, so not going to get any furniture to look at with this one to give you an idea of design. However, as we step in here, looks like there is a TV left on the wall, or that's AI generated. One of my favorite things in houses is when you have a very tall wall with a ceiling that's way up high, and you throw in these awesome windows that bring in so much natural light from outside, especially when you're considering a high ceiling. Trying to get light into a room like this, having windows and lots of them is super helpful. Looks like they've left behind some window coverings as well, so that's cool. I like the manufactured hardwood floor that's down. Looks very clean and sleek. And this is certainly a great room setup where you have the dining area over here, you have the kitchen over here with an island, and then everything feeds right into the large great room. Looks like we have some quartz countertops. Love the tile backsplash back there, and stainless steel appliances. Little wine or coffee area off to the side in the kitchen, and a lovely walk-in pantry with lots of space for storage. Here's the dining area, and I do know that over here is a door to get out to the backyard. This is a room that's on the main level. Don't know if the Andrew Luck jersey comes with the house, but hey, wouldn't be so bad, right? All right, so this is the primary bedroom. Love the tray ceiling. Got the ceiling fan, definitely an updated ceiling fan, something that's more modern. And all that feeds into the primary bathroom with a gigantic shower. Looks like they opted to not get a tub and went for the extended shower. Looks like a rain shower head up there and the regular shower head on the wall, but that is a massive shower. Double sink, walk-in closet. Got the toilet room over there to the side. Oh wow, more shower heads. Got shower head on this side as well. So 3 shower heads in this massively large shower. Walk-in closet, gigantic. The view from upstairs down into the living room. Here we have a loft that's at the top of the stairs. Great for sending the kids to watch TV, play games, do homework, whatever. Spare bedrooms. And then down into the basement. Now, if you remember from what I said at the beginning, 1,700 square feet of basement space, and this is not finished. So many options down here in the basement for you. You could finish it off. Looks like there's some plumbing already built into the floor, so if you wanted to add a half bath or a full bath down here, that's already set up for you. Super helpful. Then we head out to the backyard. Now, in my opinion, this may be something that is a turnoff for some people. Look at the slope on this backyard. So what you don't get here is a lot of space for, well, maybe usable space. Unless you're going to dig into the side, you could put a pool here. Got to dig into the side of the hill. Tough to have a swing set in the backyard. Looks like your neighbors are going to have a basement. But, you know, it's a very nice house, no doubt. But the backyard for me is kind of a deal breaker simply because I have kids and I like for them to have a backyard space that would be usable, and the incline there is not ultra helpful. All right, so once again, 2,600 square feet. So compare this one to the previous house, and the main level here is smaller than the previous one. All in all, both about 4,300 square feet. However, the other one has a finished basement, whereas this one does not. So what are we looking at here for space? This is 0.24 acres. So you get less space than you do in the other one. It's only 1/4 of an acre. In a brand new neighborhood. So as of right now, you're going to have construction going on around you. Semi-tax, only $1,600. So you're looking at a little over $3,200 for the year. You do have an HOA fee, $650 once a year. Some people like that. Some people do not. Again, we're talking Westfield, which is north of Indianapolis. You can see the 465 border here on the north side of Indy. You got to go north of that to get up to Westfield. All right, our next stop is going to be downtown on Crow's Nest Drive. As you can see, kind of the center of Indianapolis where the skyscrapers are and whatnot is around here. So we go directly north of that into Crow's Nest Drive. Now, as I zoom in on this here, you'll notice the areas that come up. Rocky Ripple, Crow's Nest is really its own area. It's in the Highland Kessler area. So in the Highland Kessler area, you're looking at some, in some cases, some $1 million houses, some nice older real estate. And when we talk about age of this house, definitely fits that bill. You are north of Butler University by several miles and right not too far from the White River. So this is generally considered a nice part of town with older homes that have high value. So $700,000 around here, really not bad. You'll notice it's been on the market for 84 days, starting at $725,000, so it has dropped in price a bit. This one is 2,450 square feet. It is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, built in 1955. So this is a ranch house. There is no basement, there is no upstairs. There is a crawl space, but that is pretty much just a couple hundred square feet of crawl space that you can use to get into the ventilation and whatnot. One of the things I like about this house as I look at it, I like the walkway up front, nice large front yard, and as we see some aerial pictures later, you'll notice it's kind of in the middle of a circle, but kind of private in this circle area. So as you can see, I think that the furniture in here, by the way, is AI generated. I can't promise that, but I think it's the case. Anyway, large area. Now you want to talk about great room and open concept. This is the definition of that. The entire living room, entry to the house, out into the sunroom here that's connected. Doesn't appear to be any doors separating it, and all flowing right into the kitchen. So huge open concept here. Dining area over here. There's a little hallway behind this wall back here that goes from the dining area back into the kitchen, so easy access. Lots of windows, hopefully letting in a lot of natural light if the trees aren't blocking that too much. Kitchen, long countertop, this peninsula right here, room enough for 3 bar stools to sit at, eat, converse, hang out, whatever. I do like the backsplash that continues on the entire wall here along the windows, very cool. Got these stainless steel appliances, plenty of space here. I suppose if somebody needed an island, you could put a small island here in the middle, but honestly, I think there's enough counter space in this particular kitchen. There aren't a ton of cabinets though. Obviously you have the lower cabinets. They do have some shelves up here, but realistically, not a ton of cabinet space in this kitchen. A microwave that's not attached to the wall, which some people are very familiar with nowadays. Like it, don't like it, I don't know. But it's out of the way at least. I like the stainless steel farmhouse sink. Got the gas stove with the exhaust fan over the top. Love, love, love the sunroom here. Plenty of windows, looks like they slide open. Hopefully there are screens on those so that you can have this open during the summer and springtime when it's nice outside. And again, everything just flows right into the kitchen. Bedroom with an attached bathroom. Maybe my least favorite shower, simply because there's no door here and there's nothing that blocks the water from splashing out onto the floor. You could put up a shower curtain, it appears, but honestly, it kind of takes away from it. If you throw a glass shower door in here, that would really, really add to it. Double sink, nice vanity, cool mirrors, spare bedroom. And this is in the garage, because again, there's no basement on this house. So out in the garage, you have space here for storage, and then there's the 2-car garage. Now, as I said earlier, aerial view, here's the house here. You have lots of trees blocking light, blocking views, but making it private. You do share a driveway with your neighbor over here, but there is a lot of, I don't know, kind of seclusion back here. I do love the architectural style of that house. That'd be interesting to see on the inside, wouldn't it? All right, so once again, 2,450 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. If we look at the property space, it's actually 3/4 of an acre. So if you want some extra space, this is the place for you. As we scroll down here, a home built in 1955, not going to have any HOA. The semi-tax on this house is $2,741, so roughly, what's that, $5,400 a year for your property taxes. And everything's hooked up to city water and city sewer. All right, so that is the downtown house. Let me zoom out here, and we're gonna look at the 4th and final house that I wanna take a look at, and it's over on the west side of town as you head out towards Brownsburg. See it right there. Okay. Now, as I click on that particular house, this to me is the one that I can't believe this is priced at $700,000. I think I may know why it is, but it is vastly different than the others we have seen so far. It is 1,600 square feet, and there is no basement to speak of, so 1,600 square feet. It is 3 bedrooms, it is 3.5 baths. It was built in 1926, so almost 100 years old. Notice this right here, DOM is days on market. It's been on the market for over 1,000 days. And you'll see why here in a moment. Looks like it was taken off the market and then went back on. So most recently, 868 days consecutively on the market. I'm going to not look at all 76 of these pictures, but we're going to check out some of them. Okie dokie. So looks like your old typical kind of farmhouse look. And there are farm elements to this particular property, so not surprising. Doesn't look like there's been a huge amount of updating. The siding, definitely not original to the house. I do like the decorative feature across the, I guess maybe right underneath the roof here. That looks cool. Farmhouse kind of feel to it, right? You got the wooden porch just sitting here watching time go by. You can see back here there's the barn and the silo from back when it was a farm. This is probably why it's priced at $700,000. Notice what's around it. I'm going to start back here. There's a highway back here. So you probably get a fair amount of highway noise. You have plenty of warehouses around you. You got an empty lot over here or somebody else's property, not sure. But either way, lots of warehouses here. My guess is these were bought up and this person decided to hold out for maybe trying to get more money out of it. And the warehouse people just decided, you know what, we don't need your property. We're going to let that be. And so, boom, here you have it. You got the house. You got a gigantic storage barn here. Another storage barn back there. And another one back there. So plenty of garage space in this house. But doesn't look like it's a farm anymore unless this over here maybe was the farm that they were tending to. I don't know. I don't know the history of it. But either way, this one is priced as it is. It's been sitting on the market for as long as it has, most likely because the price tag is high for a home that's not very big and its surroundings, surrounded by warehouses. Now inside, it's a nice, cozy farmhouse. Looks like we have some updates inside with the fireplace over here. You have the flooring that definitely not original to the house. Looks like you're going to have a bedroom here on the main level. A decent size living room here that feeds into the dining area over there. Now this kitchen, not gigantic, but definitely good size. You have this ladder that leads to nowhere. You have an electric stove oven over here. You've got a decent amount of counter space here, but honestly, I think that's what this kitchen is lacking. I might even, again, throw a small island here in the middle just so you have some more prep space. Look at all the stuff they have on their countertop. That's just taking up space and making it seem like there's less available space. I do like the skylights here. Again, natural light. This side has a lot of cabinets, which is cool. And so perhaps this ladder that goes to nowhere actually comes off the wall because you can see this rod that goes across, and they probably can slide that ladder back and forth to get to these cabinets that are up top. So that's helpful and goes with the farmhouse feel. All right, so here's the bedroom that's on the main level. The wall decor back here, or the finish on the wall, certainly unique. Adds kind of, again, to the farmhouse feel of this house. Perhaps in this house, they chose furniture or that's too big, or maybe furniture they need to get rid of, because this gigantic chair lounge area with a twin or full-size bed next to it makes it seem like this room is quite tiny. Then you have the attached bathroom with a small sink and a shower. This would be the primary bedroom. Enough space for a queen or king size bed, couple of dressers, and your Peloton. Super helpful. Plenty of windows in this house, so you do have a lot of natural light that's coming in. Then we have the attached bathroom over there with the double sink and a very nice walk-in shower. This is a really cool looking bathroom. Classy. You have the jetted bathtub for hanging out. Got a little light coming in from outside. The closets here are interesting. They're not very tall, but definitely wide. So you do have a fair amount of closet space here in this particular bedroom. And then a separate full bathroom. And then we head outside and you can start to see all of the farm storage buildings outside. Plenty of yard space, that's for sure. And that's another thing that sets the price point a bit high in this house. Hey, Cousin Eddie came to visit, left his RV. And we're going to scroll down here and we are going to see that this particular house is sitting on 6 acres. That's part of the reason it's $700,000 also. 6 acres in Indianapolis definitely has some value to it. The home itself, not real big, but you do have a lot of space. Semi-taxes, $2,378. So for the year, you're looking at about $4,700 in property taxes. No HOA, of course. There is a septic system for your plumbing, but they are on city water. They do have a private second well as necessary for water to the house. But 1,600 square feet and $700,000. All right, so I'm curious. 4 homes that are all very different from each other in and around the Indianapolis area. I'm curious what you think. And maybe most importantly, I'm curious about what you think of that last house. Would you pay $700,000 for any of these?